Here, puppy. Hey, buddy. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, puppy.
Down. Nope, down. What are you doing? Achoo! You're a good boy. I'm down. He's getting bigger. He's getting big. Alright. I gotta organize my receipts from last week. We'll get it done. $8:07. Sleeping in today.
What are you doing, puppy? What are you doing? Yes. Yes, you are good puppy. Yes.
Watch out. Move. Nope. Unfortunately, where we live, the sun doesn't come up in the morning. The sun rises over here. That's north. This direction is east. That's the west right there. So we get beautiful sunsets, but we don't get sunrises ever. Man, no sunrises. Oh, I hear something. Sounds like a helicopter. I don't see it though. You ready to go to work? I'll put you to work. Give you a job. 9 to 5. You down? All right. My little brother dropped off at the church up here. He volunteers to do the cleaning and all that other stuff. So you guys will probably see this video, and I don't really have a following, so I don't know who I'm talking to, but whoever's watching this, this video is going to come out before. It's going to be kind of out of order. The first video that I posted on this house was the concrete video, which was a really short introduction to a series I'm going to make, and but this video is just a proof of concept. This is not my first video. If you're new here, I've posted many videos and many shorts. I don't know. I'm also trying to get kind of a template for my uniqueness in my channel. As you can see, I started the video off with my morning routine, which is making my coffee, getting my boots on. There's a guy riding fairly close behind me. Put my turn signal on way early so he has the chance to back off a hair. Gave him opportunity to do that. So yeah, as you guys can see, there's the house. So you guys haven't seen it. So yeah, as you can see, we've gone quite a long way from the foundation. The last video you seen us finishing the top of the wall, which is underneath all of this here, but none of you guys have seen this yet. So yeah, there's a house here now. I'm gonna go open all the doors and windows because it stinks in here. Shoo-wee! Smells like paint. Get that paint smell out of this house ASAP. I love these bullnose corners. They're beautiful. They're gorgeous. So my dad got an injury back when we started the framing. So I've been here pretty much just me, myself, and I, and my little brother. He's been here quite a bit, actually. Recently he hasn't been here, but throughout the framing process and insulating and siding and such, he was here off and on. But I've been here the whole time. So yeah, it's basically since we started framing the deck. I actually remember when we started, this was the first row we started, and I had to leave when we got to right about there. I had to go to my tax office lady and file my taxes. So built this deck, which is a pretty nice deck, I think. It turned out pretty good. I still got to do some touch up. But here's the siding on the back. Septic system's in. We got power to the house. I just got to do all the light switches and outlets and lights today. That's what I'm gonna do. And I also have to do some painting because I'm not done painting. But we primed and painted the ceilings and all the bedrooms. We're leaving everything white except for obviously in here. We're painting this. So yeah, that is the deal. So now you guys are up to speed. Again, this is just a proof of concept. I'm just recording so I can see what it looks like, sounds like, feels like, what the process is like. I may not even do headcam videos, who knows. But we will find out. Well, you will find out. Yeah, anyways. So, I think I'm gonna get to painting. So, I'm gonna be done with the cut ends. Let's get on the stilts. Let's do that. I think you guys will think this is pretty cool. Check out the stilts. Oh, what the? Something's crawling on my face. I don't know what the heck's crawling on my face. I'm gonna go look in the mirror. It's the big light. There's a spider. We'll use this battery right here. And I also need my ladder, which is in the back. So this looks wet and dirty. So we're gonna have to go turn the water on and clean this because I was a bad boy and Saturday I did not clean it properly. That's not true, actually. What I did was I rinsed it out and I cleaned it really good, and I left it soaking in water, and then I took it out and rinsed it off again, and that apparently wasn't enough. Oh my gosh, look at the spiders. There's two right there, huge spiders, big ones, big fatties. I'm gonna leave that open. I don't like that the spiders are comfortable in there. They need to leave. Look at the house though. Yep, I love getting new brushes.
Makes me happy. Turns my gears. Gives me the fizz. Yeah, I still have to do some touch up. You can see right there. I don't know if the glare from the sun is messing up the camera or not, but. So, if you guys are ever in the market for a paint pail, this one's my favorite. Do not get the little one with the plastic handle, junk. Get the one with the adjustable rubber handle with a magnet, handy paint pail, and get a real wide nylon brush with a chisel tip. I'll show you guys, I'll show you what I mean here in a minute. You're gonna be like, what? No way! I don't know cutting in was that easy. I don't know, maybe I just make it look easy. So we're just gonna scoop up some paint here. Get a nice big scoop. Wait for it to finish dripping. All right. Put this over here. All right, we're just gonna let that drip dry on there. I'm just gonna put that right there. And we're gonna get ready to do the stilts. This is our ceiling paint. This needs to be cleaned. I'm gonna go clean this. Gotta always have clean water and a rag on hand when you are painting, no matter what. I don't care, oops, I don't care how experienced you are, how good you are at painting. I don't care if you're newbie at painting. It is always important to do two things. Number one is to be prepared, have everything you need ready to go, and make sure if you're painting in a house that you keep the floor protected, mask off whatever needs to be masked off. Preparation is key to success. You want to give yourself the best chance for success, and the thing you can do to do that is just to be prepared. And the second thing, which is part of being prepared, is always having a wet rag on hand. See, there's a saying that I've heard many times, and I believe it's completely true, and that's being a professional doesn't mean you don't make mistakes. Being a professional means you're good at fixing your mistakes. So, and I believe that because we're all human beings and we all make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. So, as a professional, how are you going to fix your mistakes? So, like me, I've painted for a long time. I've got several years of practice for painting, and I still sometimes hit the ceiling with my paintbrush because it's hard not to sometimes. You know, you get sore, or you're not paying attention, whatever, someone distracts you, you hit the ceiling. It's no biggie. You just gotta fix it. You gotta wipe it off, you gotta touch it up, and make it look like it never happened, and move on. And I am by no means a professional. I'm only 22. I've only been doing this full-time since 2019, so 5 years. I wouldn't consider myself experienced enough to be a professional, but I'll leave that up to you guys to decide. Alright. That is why carpenter's erasers come with pencils, because nobody is perfect, and sometimes you gotta erase some things. So hopefully this isn't causing a shutter issue. Really hope it isn't. I wonder how much light's gonna come through this door. Ah, not enough. All right, well, I tried. All right. I've never worn these with my work boots on, so this will be a first. I'd like to see how that works out. I usually wear sneaks, but I was in a boot mood today, so I put my work boots on. Gotta make sure your stilts are good and tight. All right, let's do this. And that's why I love this light. That's why I bought it, because I can use it on stilts. So, tips that I will give you for painting. Step one is to do a rough cut in. Excuse me, like this. You want to do a rough cut in. And what this is going to do is going to make a nice smooth texture that matches the texture of the paint. It glides much easier. And you can feel that with your finger. You run the finger over this. Fresh paint, nice and smooth. Real rough, patchy. This is just primer. This is really rough primer. Of course, it's been sanded, painted, and sanded, painted, and sanded again. So it's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be pretty close. But this is going to be much smoother. And if your paintbrush isn't wobbly like this, then it's not. There's not enough paint in your brush, and it's not loaded. So we're just gonna get started here. I have to put a little crinkle in my neck to make it so my camera's not hitting the ceiling. So you want to like dip the paintbrush in like that, and it loads the inside of it with paint, and you just want to wipe the outside off. And then now you have a full paintbrush. So we're just gonna oops. You don't want to drip. Dripping is bad. I did too much paint. That's what it should look like right there. It's a little spot I want to fix. Right there. Alright. I hate doing the corners. The corners are the hardest to do. Just right there. Alright. Keep hitting my head on the ceiling. I hope this is a good POV. If not, I'll have to scrap it. I started seeing streaks. Whenever you see streaks, you want to just stop, because you're gonna make streaks in your corner. It means you're running out of paint. You don't want to have streaks in your corner. So we're just gonna continue along here. As you can see, when you load your paintbrush properly, it goes a long way. We're just gonna hit that section one more time. And if I back up, you can see it looks pretty even. The corner looks a little low, so I'm gonna go back over there and just like that. Just like that. And you're gonna leave it. Don't touch it. Leave it alone. Alright. Let's get it in the corner here.
elbow is gonna hit the corner if I'm not careful. Alright, let's see if I can get this. Got it. Got it. Alright. Come on. Come on. Come on. Right there. That's what I'm talking about right there. That is what I'm talking about. That's how we do it. All right. Let's continue along here. Trying to prevent drips. Drips are no bueno. Starting to see bubbles right there. And that's why we put protection on doors. See what I'm saying? It's preparation. That's in the preparation. We leave that on till we're done painting. I was gonna take it off the other day and I said, no, we're gonna leave it because I am not sure if I'm gonna be able to keep paint off the door. So that's that. And it looks like we have a slight bubble on the ceiling. We do. But it's such a small bubble, I really don't think anyone's gonna see it. So. I don't like when the drywall corners are open like this. What happens is they sand the corner out too much and it is nearly impossible to get paint in that little groove. This one, in the grand scheme of corners, is actually very good. I've seen much, much worse corners. That one's not that bad, but there's a divot in the corner. Another trick that I've used before is using your finger as a guide on the ceiling. And it actually works pretty good sometimes. I can try it here, see if it works. Get my brush loaded up first. So, oops. So, let's see if I can get it started good here. So, this is a combination of angle, speed, pressure. This is a combination of angle, speed, and pressure. You want to apply a gradual amount of pressure at an even pace at just the right angle. And you will have lots of success. So as you can see, it didn't take very long to get all the way around the corner here. Of course, I've cut out a lot of bits. It's not going to be the whole video, it's going to be me painting, but course, I'm being very sloppy because I know the floor's protected, so. You like my form? Clean the brush out a little bit. It's starting to get pretty heavy. We just want paint in the tip. We don't want the whole entire brush full of paint. And some people might spend a lot more time on their cut-ins. Their cut-ins might look a little better. But you know what? Time is money. And when I'm done, this will be indistinguishable at first, second, or third glance from anyone else's cut-ins. So for me, this is good enough. I know it could be better, but it's good enough. My tip is, I forgot. Hold on a second. Please hold while I try to remember my tip. Oh yes, it is better to have an overcut on your cut-in than an undercut. So what I mean is, an overcut would be the paint goes up the wall and then up the corner hair onto the ceiling like it is here. That paint is actually on the ceiling. But from far back, it actually looks better to have an overcut than an undercut, because on an undercut you'll have wavy white lines on your cut-in. See this white patch here, here, and here? Those are all undercut. But you look down this, it just looks straight. That's because it's either cut in straight or it's overcut. Now, I keep hitting my head on the ceiling, dang it. There may be technical terms for all that, I'm not sure. But all I know is having a little bit on the ceiling in the corner is always better. I was wondering if my heat and air guy was here. I heard a door slam. I was like, oh, perfect, he's here. I was making jalapeno, I was making pico last night, and I cut up a bunch of jalapenos, scooped the seeds out, and of course my hands were clean. I washed my hands, and I was mixing it with my hands just to get it, you know, mixed evenly, the cilantro and all the other stuff. And for some odd reason, that last jalapeno I did, it was hot, man. It was really hot. That thing was spicy. I put 3 jalapenos, 3 tomatoes, 2 onions, 2 large onions, and let's see, half of a package of cilantro. But man, that one jalapeno, it was hot. I mean, seriously, that one jalapeno was hotter than those 2 combined. And my hand is still burning. It's been at least 10 hours, 12 hours since then. My hand is still burning. So, let's get this painting done, shall we? The corners are very straightforward. You just want to get your brush full of paint and just zing it. Zing it good. And you don't have to cut in to the edge of the cutout here, because the door frame trim covers that. You don't need to get it. So we're just gonna zing that right up the wall. Zing this right up the wall. Alright. Perfect. Right there, right there. Alright, let's see here.
I want to make sure it's feathered out good so you don't have any hot spots or dry spots.